So a question I would always ask myself is, what iPhone was the best sized iPhone of all time? Now, Apple has made tons and tons of different devices, and to give you some perspective, Apple really does kind of, market or replicate what is going on in the market right then. If you remember the first several generations of iPhones, there's only one type of device, from the iPhone first one to the iPhone 5S. Apple only made one type of device. And if you remember, up until 2013, it was a common Android fanboy kind of thing that some people would say would be, I like Androids more because you can get them in bigger sizes and I don't want a small little phone. Well, then in 2014, the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus came out, and Apple kind of did change out a lot of what they thought of, or at least a lot of people's opinions of, if you want a smaller phone, go for the 6. If you want a bigger one, go for the Plus. And nowadays, we kind of have the same type of philosophy, which is very crazy. Apple has an iPhone on every single size. Whether you want a super small one or you want a super big one, you have that huge option there, which is cool. A lot of other manufacturers can't really do that. Samsung kind of comes kind of close, but I would say they don't have a lot of super small phones anymore. I think the S10e was a perfect example. I think the Z Flip could kind of be considered almost small if it's folded up, but I will say Apple has probably one of the best lineups when it comes down to the sizes. So which iPhone personally is my favorite size? I think at least the one that I use on an everyday basis is the standard 14 or 14 Pro, for iPhones now. My main phone is the 13 Pro. So as of right now, those are the sizes that I like, the 6.1 inch displays, but that wasn't always my favorite size. The iPhone 11 Pro, I think, is probably the best sized iPhone that I preferred more than anything. That device had one of the best specific displays, build qualities, the movement of that phone, just everything about that phone was so beautiful, and I enjoy that device so much. And that device, at least the size of that in particular, was perfect. I think even with the 12 Pro, 13 Pro, those sizes with the increase in everything, I think it's fine, but I kind of like that curved side. I love how that phone felt, and I think that size is probably the most perfect one out there. Now, there's another thing a lot of people want to throw out there too, which is, I hate to say it, but basically the mini lineup that is no longer. I do kind of wish Apple make at least continue that lineup. I think it still had a lot to offer. But with that being said, you do have to keep in mind that with the iPhone, mini series, those iPhones are still going to be around for a long time too. And that is a perfect size for a lot of people out there as well. Like I said, personally, I kind of do prefer somewhat of the Pro lineup, but with that specific way of looking at with the mini lineup, that may be a lot of people's perfect size as well. I will say though, for the Pro Max and the Pluses, it seems like less people are obsessed with that design or that size, but the people who do own it swear by it, just like with the mini lineup, and people love those types of devices too. So those are some of my favorite sized iPhones. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.